So today's a nice day, and I have the energy, the spoons to do this. I have the resources, the time, the means, everything. Sometimes that can be hard to put together to do this. I've got my keys kind of stuffed here because I don't have pockets. Got shorts on. It's kind of warm outside. I love the warm. Love, love, love the warm. As awful as the cold is for my fibromyalgia, the warm is the exact opposite. So I would love to live someplace humid. That's one of my dreams. Somewhere equatorial, somewhere humid. I kind of wish that they just left me on the beach in Hawaii where I was born. I've also got right here, this is a Camelback hydration pack. And it is across my back so that I can hydrate myself while I'm doing this. Staying hydrated is another thing that's really, really important for me for my fibromyalgia, and also just because I'm doing this exercise. I keep my hula hoops in my car to keep them handy because sometimes sitting for prolonged periods of time can also set off a fibromyalgia flare, which is where the fibromyalgia pain just kind of flares up. And getting out and moving around, even though the pain tells me that is the last thing I want to do, can help me. So right now, I'm hula hooping and I'm walking. I read once about a hula hoop being used to give a visual reference for physical boundaries. Everything inside the hula hoop was that person's personal space, and it wasn't okay to cross that line without permission. Using a hula hoop viscerally reminds me of that. It reminds me that everything inside this hoop, and the hoop itself, belong to me, and I get to decide what is and isn't okay. At times it's actually served as a buffer to keep men from getting too close to me. Yes, it's always been men. Hoop walking soothes me and makes me feel better in a way walking doesn't. I feel a sense of confidence and tap into my own protections with the hoop. I can flick it off my body quickly when I'm passing someone. And if the path is clear, I can do some other tricks if I like. It makes me feel good. It helps with my symptoms and overall health. 99% of the time, no one makes a big deal about it. But there are men, not all men, but only men, almost always white men, who catcall me, or follow, or say inappropriate things to me. Most seem to take what I'm doing with my body, my enjoyment of myself, as a personal invitation. In one nightmare scenario, a man harassed, threatened, and stalked me in my own neighborhood. I called the police, made a report, and if he does it again, I can press charges. I encourage you to learn the laws of where you live, especially if you're a woman, transgender, visibly disabled, or otherwise at risk for stalking, harassment, and violence. If you're afraid, get educated. I know as a white person in an upscale rural USA neighborhood that I'm privileged, in that this isn't an everyday reality, and that the police are a help and not a potential danger themselves. I know, as a white woman living alone very far from the nearest dispatch, I don't feel safe here, even with the time I've spent learning self-defense and Krav Maga and harassment laws. The hula hoop wasn't the reason. The hula hoop makes me stand out, and when you stand out, you're a target. But I'm not giving up my hula hoop because I know if it's not this, it's something else. It has been, and always will be part of being a woman alone and being myself. I won't let my life be dictated by bullies and perpetrators. I will do what I can to keep myself safe. But it's bullshit to blame me for hula hooping while I walk when someone decides to start shit with me. That's on them. I'm going to hold people accountable for their bad behavior, and I'm going to keep on hoop walking. I hoop walked out of hell. I hoop walked into feeling better about me and wanting to survive. I hoop walked out of toxic situations and relationships. I hoop walked out of my shell and saw amazing things. A secret path along a stream behind a graveyard. A single tree ablaze against blackness after a controlled burn. I saw New York City through the prism of an oscillating hoop, Central Park, the top of Belvedere Castle, a subway train, Tiffany's. The vast majority of the people who see me smile, or thumbs up, or say something cool to me, I'm not going to let those few unfortunate dipshits lurking out there take that away from me. Hula hooping is a good low-impact exercise. It can sometimes help lower my pain levels overall and the number of episodes of breakthrough flare-ups of extreme pain. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.